Hello, 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 dear Libra. How are you all? This is Kathy from Divine Debut. Thank you so much for being here. This is your mid-month of January 2020 love and general reading, and I'm doing a 4-card spread. And I'm, of course, taking more cards, but I'm going to do it that way at this time. Hope that you're all well and that the eclipses weren't too overbearing. We know that eclipses are amazingly challenging sometimes. We just had an eclipse on the 10th, full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer on the 10th of January, so we're still very close to the eclipses. And we had another eclipse in around Christmas in the sign of Capricorn. So, dear Libra, let's see what's happening for you. This is, as I said, a love and general reading. I'm going to be taking quite a few cards. Thank you for being here. Let's look at your spread. In the now position, we've got the moon, which is Cancer for me. Others say it is Pisces. It does ring the full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, which has got to do with your security, your home. This could be fears, intuition, anything to do with the mother, your security, of course. And we know that with full moons, we've got endings. After endings come new beginnings. In your foundation, you have the sun. So the sun and the moon opposite each other. That's the full moon lunar eclipse that we went through. So obviously some changes for you around your home, your foundation. This is the mother, this is the father. Now the sun is clarity, it's children, it's creativity. Leo, it is. It's also risk-taking. You have obviously had the clarity. We've got the illumination here, 2 illuminaries. What happened in the recent past? And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so beautiful. Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel which turns and usually brings good luck with Jupiter. This is Sagittarian energy. You may be dealing with someone who's from a foreign culture, different background, could be living across the seas. Wheel of Fortune is a 10, therefore there is a completion. Crowning your reading is the 10 of Cups, dear Libra. This is family bliss, happiness on all levels, but we know that this is, again, another 10, so there is some sort of a completion. What is the outcome? And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles can speak of Virgo. Some of you may be Virgo cuspers. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is someone that is looking towards the future, planning, strategizing, wanting to make this pentacle grow. That they are stopped, though. They're more trying to see their path forward than take the action. Very slow and steady, as we say here. So, of course, the Virgo card, as I said, looking at the details. Now, this could have to do with work. This could be around family. There is a lot, very strong energies here. What's at the bottom? We've got the 5 of Wands, which can be an imbalance. This could be not being on the same page with others, but this could also be hoping and trying to build on something in a group environment, family environment. Wow, we've got the Lovers, which is Gemini, head over heart decision, soulmate connection. And we've got the 3 of Swords at the bottom, which can be some sort of a disappointment, not being on the same page with a love relationship, something completing. Could be that there are children, even parents involved in your situation. This is a family situation, and we know that 5s always bring in change. Let's look at your love life. We've got a Mirror's Love Oracle here. For Libra, please, Spirit, Libra and their love life, mid till end of January 2020, roughly there. What do we need to know, Libra? We have travel, which means long distance. Some of you may have come back from traveling overseas. Others of you may be taking your holidays now and traveling to a destination, maybe even to come together with family. Okay, travel could also be in relation to education, which is Sagittarius here, which is higher education. Some of you maybe want to see the world, you want to go on an adventure. you've been hoping to do that for a while. That's what makes you feel happy. So you may have wanted to go to a sunny place, somewhere where there is a warm climate. Let's see what else we've got. We've got triangle. It's funny that we've got two T's, T and T. Travel, triangle. Now triangle, I usually see the dark male here as the foreigner. We do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So there is a choice between two in your love life. Could be the old, could be the new. Some of you could be in a love triangle, of course. Some of you may be finishing with the old, getting out of a major relationship. You know that the Wheel of Fortune can also speak of legalities. Okay, but the funny thing is that the moon here, which is in the middle, which is now, it also talks of, yes, dreams, pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, but it can speak of fears and deception as well. Let's see what else. We've got children. So there are children in the situation here, and that's why it's a very difficult decision. It's funny that we've got 3 children and 3 people here. So 3s. What's at the bottom of the deck? And we've got the blonde female. This could be the third person. This could be the same person, let's say. Okay, in the love triangle. She is blonde here. She's got a little bit of a red tinge. But I do see a bit of difference in age here. This blonde female is younger, it looks like. Let's take more cards. Let's look at the Lenormand and see what else is playing out. Some of you may have been communicating with someone who is at a distance. You may be visiting to... A moment. Sorry about that. I just had a phone call. Something I needed to answer. So let's look at the Lenormand. That love triangle, that triangle card has come out for a couple more signs. Let's see. Libra. We have number 17, which is the storks. This can speak of relocation. Flying to another land, obviously. They do travel, the birds. And the storks can also speak of children, because they do. The stork brings the child, right? So number 17 is the number of the star, and the star is something at a distance. And it can be, communication through social media. As I said, someone may have been communicating. You may have been communicating with someone that's at a distance, and you've been hoping to travel to go and visit them. Let's see what else we have. We've got the cross, which can be a burden, but this can also speak of faith. It is a 36, which equals a 9. 9 is also almost a completion. We've got a Q here. I don't know if that means anything for you. Here we've got the number 6. Yep. Number 6 here. 36, as I said, does equal a 9. 6 is the number of balance. Again, this could speak of different religion, different culture. Okay. But I usually see the cross as a heavy burden. And we've got the snake. Another Q. So 7 is the divine, but you know the snake can also be deception. It can also speak of transformation. The snake, of course, sheds its skin. It can be, the venom is used for healing, but the snake can also speak of wisdom. Oh, there's one card that wants to come out. I'm going to take it, and we've got the compass. So you are trying to find your way. 42. 42 equals a 6 again. So we have 40, 53, 60, 102, which equals 3. 102 adds up to a 3. So 3 is all about expansion. Again, 3 can be a love triangle. The compass, again, is you're trying to find your way, your path, maybe looking for someone, looking for a situation to get away, for a chance to get away. Could be many things. And again, the compass, we use the compass when we're lost. So there is some sort of, you know, someone's off their path, they feel lost. Let's take another card on each position. Let's look at the moon. And we have the 3 of Cups, which can be a family celebration, a get-together, getting together with siblings, friends, co-workers. 3 of Cups can also be, yes, a party, but it can also mean, again, too much partying, not doing the right thing, a love triangle, 3 people. Let's look at the sun. And we've got the Tower. And the Tower is a sudden shift, a sudden change. This is a realization. The Tower can also speak of transformation and change. Big time. And here we've got the 4 of Cups. And the 4 of Cups, 4s always speak of home and family. Here we've got the 3 of Cups. The 4th cup is not seen, not accepted for whatever case. So the clarity is that something sudden comes in that is not noticed. Maybe this is a missed opportunity, dear Libra. The realization could be that someone is not ready to settle down. That you've been dealing with a person, if you've stepped out of a committed partnership, you may have been dealing with someone that did not want to commit. For whatever reason, they couldn't commit. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, which is in the recent past. And we've got the Ace of Cups, which means that in the recent past, a new love has started. This cup is overflowing, and it was a gift from the divine. So you go from the Ace to the 10, from 1 minute to the other. But don't forget that this is a cycle ending. Page of Cups. Why is this cycle ending? Is it because of children? Page of Cups can be an adolescent child. This could also be an apology. This could also be an unexpected offer. You could be dealing with a Piscean person. Here. Could be someone that is younger than you. And that's why they're not ready to settle down. Let's look at that Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the Hierophant, which can mean commitment. It can also speak of restriction, religion, doing things by the book. Another imbalance, another 5. Now the Hierophant is Taurus. It's all about values. Are you on the same page where your values are concerned with this person, this new person? That's what I see here. Let's look at the Hierophant. And we've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy. Double Virgo and Taurus. There's a lot of earth here. Earth means stability. It means slow moving. Now the 9 of Pentacles can say that financially you're okay. You're standing well and independent. You can take care of yourself. And it's funny that the Knight of Pentacles is holding that 10th pentacle. So what I'm thinking here is that someone needs a lot of time to gather their thoughts, to make that, to come to that agreement, that commitment. And maybe they're too used to being on their own. And we could be talking about someone who is quite rebellious. We do have the Tower here, which to me speaks of Uranus, and Uranus is transiting through Taurus, and this can be suddenly not being on the same page. I do see someone standing alone here. For those of you, I do believe that this is your energy, dear Libra. So Are you going to do things by the book and close the door on the past before you open the door on a new future? But I feel that Libra wants commitment. Let's take another one card. And we've got the Queen of Swords, which Libra is speaking their truth. Libra, you need to speak your truth. Otherwise, you're going to be living in dreamland, in la-la land. You need to speak your truth, and the Queen of Swords usually severs ties with that sword. So some of you are actually filing for divorce where your past is concerned. Others of you are cutting away the love triangle, staying in your committed partnership or relationship. Let's look at that Five of Wands, which is the general energy. And we've got the five, another five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. There is an imbalance here. There is change and movement. Okay, change and movement. Maybe that's why, obviously, when there is lack of commitment, lack of warmth within a relationship, that's when someone steps out of a committed partnership or relationship. And many times it looks as though the person who stepped out of the committed partnership, they look like the rebel and the unreligious, or, you know, the flirtatious playboy, playgirl person. But why have they stepped out of the marriage? There's always two sides of a coin. I actually used to work in a solicitor's office, and that was one of the first things that came to my mind, and that's what I realized many years ago, that there's always a reason for something that happens. Let's take one more card here. And we've got the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands can also speak of receiving what you've given out. What you've given, you are waiting on. What work you've put forth, you will receive the rewards for. It is expansion and growth, but threes again. Another three. Now, in this Three of Wands, you can say that someone has turned their back on a situation and they're looking to move. Their eyes are not here. They're overseas. They're across the seas. They're elsewhere. So that can mean that card can go both ways. Now, I'd like to take some spillers. Excuse me, oh my goodness, I'm getting a cold and there's nothing I can do. I have to finish this reading. Today is the 15th. Let's look at, I want to look at the Tower here, and the Sun card, and the Four of Cups. We have the Artista, which is the discovery that's made. This is the ingenious mind. This could be a solicitor. Someone has discovered something that was not apparent to them. The Tower has come in, and the Sun, and it has brought the clarity. Here we've got Casa. This is the Two of Cups. So this is an agreement. This is a meeting of the minds. Two people. This could also be an agreement for work. This could be an institution, anything to do with something that's been built, something that was standing firm. It's funny that it sits on the Tower, and the Tower is the change. So if we're talking about some sort of a commitment. Let's take one more card. Something that seemed to be very firm had holes in it, if you get what I mean. There were gaps, and that's why the Tower came down. We have Superbia, which is the Two of Wands. And the Superbia can be vanity, it can be ego, but it can also be something wonderful. It is the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is a choice. I think that This is a wish come true for someone. A wish come true. That change has come in. That clarity has come in. And obviously, if the cup that's been offered here, if that is the apology, then I don't think that it's going to be received. It's not received, but accepted. I don't think it's going to be accepted, because the Page of Cups can also be an apology. One moment. Let's take the Ace of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, which is in the recent past. We have Viaggio, Voyage, the Visitor, and this is the Three of Wands. This does remind me very much of the Knight of Wands. It is very Sagittarian. Sometimes it's like the Knight of Cups, which is your knight in shining armor coming through. This could be a foreigner. We've got Melancholy, which is the Five of Pentacles. This is a bit of depression here. And we've got the Bambino, which is the Seven of Pentacles, but it's also newness. And this could have to do with children, of course. So what I'm feeling here is that for those of you that have met this person that's probably visited you in the past, or you've visited, let's say, there was some sort of disappointment. And I feel as though the Bambino, which can be children, I'm going to say that this could also be a pregnancy, an unwanted pregnancy. That's why there is melancholy here. But also the realization here could be that what is more important, that this Viaggio does not want to have anything to do with the children. They're not ready to settle down. So if you have stepped out of a committed partnership or relationship and you've got your own children, doesn't look like this person is ready for family. Okay, that's what I see here. What I'd like to do now is I'm going to take on the outcome here. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. We've got the Sospiri, Six of Swords. This is moving away from trouble to calmer waters. This is hoping and wishing, but this is also very similar to the Three of Wands, where you're waiting on something or someone to come through. You're waiting for those ships to come in. We've got La Reunion here, Eight of Wands, which is messages, love messages. Reunion can mean a meeting, yes, or coming back together with your partner. And here we've got the Giovina Fanciulla, the pure energy, the newness, Virgo. Virgo is clean, it's pure, right? And it's a 12, which does speak of sacrifice, the Hanging Man, for instance. What I feel here is that the La Reunion is probably with your committed partnership or relationship, because I don't feel that for many of you, for those of you that have stepped out of a relationship, and this could have been your partner doing this to you. I don't think that they're going to make anything of it. I think that this was something that needed to shake the ground for change to come through. And I feel that with the Children card here, I feel that that's what is most important at the end of the day, the children. So I'm going to take one card on each of the Amira's Love Oracle. Let's take one on each just to give you a bit more information. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. So a lot of thought went into travel, okay? And for those of you that did travel or you expected someone to come and visit you, a lot of thought has gone around it. Okay, and I did say that someone was thinking very heavily on what they're going to do. Let's take the triangle. We've got the Empress, which can speak of pregnancy, but this can also speak of the mother. And the Empress is also love, abundance, harmony. And the Empress can speak of the harvest. She is a 3. Again, it's another 3. So someone is very, very attractive in the eyes of others, let's say. The Empress could be someone that's just very Venusian, very beautiful. Let's look at the children. We've got Judgment, which means another chance, rebirth. It looks like there is another chance for the family here. I want to see the blonde female here. Maybe this will give you the clarity. And we've got the Chariot, which means overcoming obstacles, moving home. And the Chariot can also mean that Spirit is putting you in the driver's seat. And again, this is Cancerian. Cancer speaks of security, home, family, the mother, extended family. Now, could this blonde female be a Cancer if this is not your energy? Yes, I suppose so. What I'm going to do now is I would like to take my handwritten cards and I'm going to take a message. Going to take a message on the Queen of Swords. We don't really have a king here. We've got a Page of Cups and we've got a Knight of Pentacles. So I will take one on each. Maybe this will help you figure out who's who. And of course I will take one on the Empress. So the Queen of Swords, these messages may not resonate with you. My heart still bleeds for you. I am not living, just breathing, says the Queen of Swords. And this is the 9 of Swords. Let's take the Empress. If you won't or can't accept my life and my ways, then we're over. I can have any woman or man with a blink of an eye. That's what the Empress says, and this is the 6 of Wands, which is someone with a strong ego. Let's take the Page of Cups. I can't help myself from falling in love with you every day, and this is the Ace of Cups, which is on top of this page, which is Piscean energy. Let's take this Knight of Pentacles here and see if this is this might help give you more information. We've got you are so hot, I want you, you drive me crazy. And this is the 8 of Wands. And it's so funny that we've also had the 8 of Wands on top of the reunion card. So this Knight of Pentacles, I did say, is very similar to Virgo energy, but there is a lot of red. You can see the card here, there is a lot of red in this Knight of Pentacles, which means they probably have got fire in their chart as well. Okay, I'm going to take one card on this blonde female with the Chariot card. And we've got, I really want to work on us. You are worth it. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles, usually Virgo energy. This could have to do with work, something surrounding work. And the Chariot is a successful forward momentum, just so you know. That could help you figure out what's going on here. All right, dear Libra, I think I will leave it at that. But I could see here that there is change. Be careful of pregnancy. This can be a very heavy burden. You are trying to find yourself. There is a sense of resurrection and new life here. Okay, the Judgment card, which is Pluto, and Pluto is transformation. All right, so Pluto, of course, is ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is very intimate as well. So I do hope that you received a few messages from here. Wishing you all the best. I will talk to you soon. Thank you very much, Libra. Bye-bye.